YouTube, what is up, you guys? Welcome back to another Escape from Tarkov video. Today, we're going to be going over the MCX as well as the new meta build for the MCX. BSG recently just added a new stock to it, or a new stock attachment for it, that helps reduce the recoil, which this gun desperately needed. I'm real excited to show you guys. Let's get right into it. All right, guys. So here we go. I'm going to show you guys what BSG actually did to make this gun a lot better, this wipe. So previously in other wipes, the ULSS was the only stock you can add on that would actually take away recoil. Right, you can see here all of these other ones are actually worse than the original stock it comes with. So the ULSS was the go-to, but they recently added the retractable stock pipe adapter, so we're now able to add on an advanced buffer tube as well as any other stock. So I'm gonna throw on the MOE stock with the rubber butt pad, of course, because that's always been a pretty solid go-to for metas. And here you go. That's already minus 10 recoil from the original stock that it came with. So now, next, we're going to get into an actual meta build. I'm going to show you guys how low you can actually get the recoil for this gun. So here's the actual full meta build. You can see here we got it down to 48 recoil, which is absolutely insane for the MCX, and 50 erg, which is also very solid. So there's a couple things that you could change if you want to get lower recoil, right? So you can add the RK2 to this thing, but you also lose, what is that, 12 erg? In my opinion, again, I don't think 12 erg is worth 2 recoil. So I always keep the CQR stock on it. It's a great stock. It's a little pricey, but it's definitely worth the money, in my opinion. Also, something else to note. The new QDC suppressor can also be thrown on this gun, but it can't be thrown with the key mod handguard. So if you want to save some money, I believe you actually might save some money if you do this. You could actually throw on the QDC suppressor as well as your foregrip, of course. And you're only going to lose, what is that, about 3 erg? Not terrible. Or 3 recoil, sorry, 3 recoil. Not terrible. Still great, but I definitely prefer to have the recoil, so I usually throw on the SRD suppressor with the T-lock as well. But let's go in and price this thing out. All right, guys, we are back with the SRD suppressor build. I'm going to show you guys the price. Right here, you can see the gun itself is 94K. You can sometimes find it for a lot cheaper on the flea market. I've found it for 50K. I've also found it a lot for 60K. So it's all based around if you can find it for cheaper. But let's take away the parts that the gun already comes with. So we know it comes with the mag. We know it comes with the barrel as well. And we get it down to 280K, right? Which is fairly expensive, but fully meted out, that's what you're paying for to get this gun like this. All right. So next, we're going to take it into the actual firing range to show you guys how it shoots, and we're going to compare it to the MCX from previous wipes as well. So we're going to be showing off how the MCX performs compared to the old one. This is actually the old build from last wipe, and I'm just going to go ahead and start doing the test. So first one is we're going to shoot without pulling down at all and see how it kicks. Right, so it takes a little bit to level up, and it actually ended up hitting the roof there. But with a little bit of pull down, stay decently on it. It's very jumpy. It's an MCX. You're gonna expect that either way. So now let's try crouched. And not terrible. If you have a guy that you can see from medium range, probably about like 30-40 meters, you can probably put a good amount of rounds into him. It's pulled out again. And now we're gonna try shooting while strafing as well. And you can see it's very jumpy left and right. It's one of the problems with the MCX is that it has a lot of horizontal recoil. Again, this is the previous MCX build. Now we're gonna try out the new MCX build. Now we're back with the meta build from this wipe. You can see here we have the new stock on, and we're gonna do the same test that we did before. So we're gonna shoot the first target without pulling down. And right away, the thing that I noticed, we still got just as high with the initial kick. But right away, what I noticed is that this gun leveled out a lot faster than the other one without pulling down. Right, so now let's take some shots while standing straight. And just pulling down there was enough to... pulling down slightly was enough to actually make us hit our target. So we'll do it from crouch from longer range. The big thing that I noticed with this is I feel like it has a lot less horizontal recoil with this build. And it doesn't really... It may not show that in the stats all too much, but you definitely feel it when you're shooting it, right? So now let's try shooting while strafing. It still has the jumps. You guys can probably see how far it varies out left and right whenever you're strafing especially. But it's still, I mean, it's still solid enough to where you can kind of stay on target. It's definitely better than previous wipes. This gun needed some love. I'm very happy that BSG decided to do this. I'm excited to try this gun out on stream. I'll let you guys know later on how it feels and what I think of it. But yeah, regardless of that, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.